I had one primary school teacher in year 5 actually, and he kind of had a reputation for being the scary one in the school, where anyone that wasn't in his class was always like, you can't say to him. But actually, it was the case when you got into his class, he was far friendlier than the image that he had outside of it. And actually, yeah, I had him in year 5, and I got along really well with him actually, so I really enjoyed it.
When I was in year 3, it's kind of like my first real experience of school. My teacher, Mr. Brown, and he was an absolute hero, and that's basically who I want to be like. He's like my role model for that now.
I'm exactly the same. I had one, same as Simon in year 5, and he was my main inspiration to become a teacher. It's a way of life, and if you're not 100% into it, it's definitely not for you.
And I guess I think something that I felt was that I liked various subjects at school, but I was never so passionate about one subject that I thought that's the subject I would want to teach. And actually I didn't begin teaching because I really felt passionate about a particular subject. I did it because I liked working with the children. So actually it was children before subject.
In primary school, the other stereotype is that males sort of stray up to Key Stage 2, don't they? Sort of 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But I mean, I've seen really effective teachers in Key Stage 1.
Oh, definitely.
So I think
actually, when I came onto this course, I definitely had a feeling of I would be a year 5 or 6 teacher, so the upper primary school teacher. And I don't know whether that was subconsciously something about being a man and those year groups. And in year 1 here, they placed me in reception. So I was in reception, and my thoughts were exactly that: is I want to do teaching, but I'm not interested in babysitting.
Okay.
And I kind of thought, is this going to be too young, where it's going to be about looking after children?
I was much the same. I got put in year 1, and I was like, year 3 would be a minimum for me.
Yeah.
But then I threw myself into it, and I absolutely loved year 1.
It broke all my expectations, and I came out loving teaching in reception.
Well, I was the opposite of you two.
Really?
I was like, no way, year 6, too close to secondary. I was like, not a chance. So my first placement was in year 6, and I thought actually I quite enjoy this, but I'm still about Key Stage 1. I think I like teaching that like initial stuff.
Yeah.
That really like the foundations of their learning.
Fundamentals to build on. Yeah. It's a job for life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's face it. Really, there's always male primary school teachers in high demand as well. So obviously that gives you an advantage straight away. And all the teachers I've spoken to, because obviously you hear these horror stories. I was up till 3 a.m, marking, and then I was up at 6 o'clock this morning to come to work. But I sort of say, but do you enjoy it? And they go, I wouldn't change it for the world. So
yeah, I think that's key. I think, as I said, when I went into the classroom, I felt like I was at home.
I'm looking forward to like teaching abroad. I want to experience like different cultures. I don't want to just be like in England teaching for the rest of my life.
It's definitely important to note that it's not a be-all and end-all. You don't sort of finish your 3rd placement and get a job at that school and that's it.
Yeah,
you know, you can go abroad, you can progress, and every day is different as well. So
that's what I like about it. Every day is different.
It really
it's
is.
a job which is always in demand.
That's
There's never going
it,
to be a point, I don't think, where there's not going to be a need for teachers. So
At college, I had to do a work experience unit, but I chose a school which was literally 30 seconds away from my house.
Today I've made a difference to a young person's life.
I worked with very young children, which initially wasn't really in my plan for where I saw my career going potentially.